looking at October 20th, and today we're going to deal with a whole number times fractions. So it says Jacob is baking chocolate chip cookies. He needs 2/3 of a cup of sugar for each batch of cookies. How many cups of sugar will he need to if he bakes 5 batches of cookies? So here's what we've, in our situation, to do what we know there's Jacob, and we know that he needs 2/3 of a cup of sugar for each batch. All right? And we know he wants to make 5 batches. All right. So when we're talking about this, we can do this one of 2 ways. And we could say 2/3 plus 2/3 plus 2/3 plus 2/3 plus 2/3, because he wants to make 5 batches. All right. He wants to make 5 batches each time. All right, so we could do that. We could measure out 2/3 of a cup, put it down, grab another measuring cup, do 2/3 of a cup, put it down, do it again, do it again, do it again. We can do it 5 times. Or the other way that's going to be a little bit quicker is we could say that it is the same to say 2/3 times 5, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. All right, now we have talked about this, that if you have this whole number of 5, you want to make that into a fraction. So you are going to take your fraction line and you're going to put a 1 underneath it, because that makes it a whole number into a fraction. So if you have a whole number and you want to change it into a fraction, you put a 1 underneath it, because what that's saying, it's 5 groups and you have done nothing to that groups to separate it into pieces. Right? Now we should be able to do our multiplication. So we have 2 times 5 is 10. And 3 times 1 is 3. All right? Let's see if that is true. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And your denominator stays the same. So you get the same answer. You absolutely get the same answer. However, that's an improper fraction. So what you're really going to have to do is now you have to divide 10 divided by 3. So to find out what this is you'll have to do 10 divided by 3. All right? Let's think about this logically. How many 3s will we have to use to get close to 10? So when you're counting, how many 3s do you have to count to get close to 10? So that would be 3, 6, 9. All right? So since I know it's 3, I'm going to draw 3 rectangles. 1, 2, and put another one right here. 3. All right. Our denominator is 3. So I'm going to cut these into 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. And I am saying I would like 10 of those, please. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Uh-oh. I don't have enough. So since I don't have enough, I have to draw another rectangle and cut that one into thirds to give me the other piece I need. Now I have 10 pieces. Now I should be able to take my model and tell me what this number is. So I have, this is a whole, this is a whole, this is a whole, and this is 1 out of 3. So I have 1, 2, 3 wholes, and my leftover fraction is 1/3. So to make my 5 batches of cookies, I need 3 whole cups and 1/3 extra. All right? Let's try the next one. It says, Lucy walks her dog 3/4 of a mile every morning. How many miles does Lucy walk her dog in 5 days? All right. So let's start with what we know. So Lucy walks 3/4 of a mile each day. And she walks 5 days. All right. So again, we have this fraction times this whole number. So we're going to do 5 times 3/4, or 3/4 plus 3/4 plus 3/4. So let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. And that is the same as 3/4 times 5. All right. So what was that number again that I had to put under my whole number? Absolutely 1. So I have 3/4 times 1/5, because remember I can put a 1 under a whole number to make it a fraction. All right, let's do some multiplication. 3 times 5 is, and 4 times 1 is 4. All right, let's try the addition and see if we get the same number. 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. And our denominator always stays the same. All right, so we ended up with the same amount. We ended up with 15/4, so we have to do some division. So I'm going to say 15 divided by 4 is, well, gracious. Now I've got to figure out how many 4s I can count to get close to 15. So I would say 4, 8, 12. I know I'm going to have some pieces left over, so let me go ahead and grab another one and let me draw 4 rectangles. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Because we learned from the top one that we just did, sometimes it's better to have an extra one just in case. You may not use it, but sometimes it's better to have an extra one. All right, my denominator is 4, so I'm going to cut them into 4 pieces. Now, how many pieces did I need again? Absolutely, we need 15 pieces because that's what we're breaking this into. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now I should be able to look at my picture and label what is whole numbers and what is not whole numbers. So this is a whole because it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces in it. So it's 4 out of 4 is a whole. This is a whole because 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 4 is a whole. This is a hole, 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 4. But this one is not complete, it is not a hole, and this one is 3, 1, 2, 3, out of the 4 pieces. So this would be 1, 2, 3 holes and 3/4. All right.